tonight. A little something to whet your appetite, and it's gonna make you feel alright. Sweet Gravy and Carmen Kirk, check them out as they go to work. Congratulations on your new podcast. Now open up a can of whoop ass and blast, blast, blast. This is Angelo, and I hope you like this show. Wow, yeah.
Ooh, Carmen, welcome back to another episode of Sweet Gravy.
Hey.
We talk about the grocery prices.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Last weekend, I had a hankering for like some nice, cheese plate with like some meats and crackers and like a lot of fun stuff to eat. $75 out the door.
Yeah, but
for cheese and crackers.
You're
Carmen,
not telling people all the stuff.
It cost me $75 for cheese and crackers.
No, it did not.
What do you mean it did?
You got beers.
Okay.
Okay, and the beers you got were not cheap ones.
Why not?
Because you got some craft beers.
Fancy beers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got that, which
peanut butter beers.
Yeah. Peanut butter is like peanut butter and coffee flavor.
Yeah, it was really
so
good.
gross.
It was amazing.
Like, why do you want to drink a beer that tastes
so
like
good.
peanut butter and coffee?
So good.
So he gets all these.
And then shandies. Summer shandies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kirk does not shop like a person who's on a budget. He just goes in and just buys whatever he wants. And that's why his bill is so high. Because for what you got for $75, I just went and I spent $140. But I got a lot more stuff than you got. And I also got the cheese board too. I got more cheese because you bought all these crackers. You don't tell the fact that you bought 3 family size boxes of crackers.
No, they were free regular size boxes of crackers. None of them were family size, and I made sure not to get the family size. Oh, yes,
they are. The chicken and the biscuit, those are family size.
No, it's not.
No, that ain't
It's regular.
No, it ain't.
It is.
You want to bet money?
I guarantee it.
Okay, I'm gonna be right, and then what's gonna be? You gotta rub my feet or something. And I know I'm right because I looked directly at the box and said, "This is a large box. Oh, it's family size."
I don't know about that.
Okay. So the way he shops is like you shop like a rich person. You just go in there and you just pick things out. You don't look at the deals, the prices, or nothing.
I do look at the deals. I look at the prices.
Do you?
I do. And if what I want,
that's not gonna stop you from buying it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I don't, but I do look at the price. And if something is cheaper, I might be more likely to buy it. But I'm not going to not buy something because it's not on sale. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'll spend more money if something's on sale because I'll buy something that I wouldn't normally buy.
Right.
Because it's on sale. But I'm not gonna not buy something because it's not on sale.
Right.
Right.
I mean, I don't do that either. But for example, like the chicken and the biscuit crackers, we got the squeezed cheese that come in a little bottle.
Right.
And then there's a craft version of it, and then there's a Kroger brand of it. So I said, the Kroger brand is $3, and then the other cheese is $6.99. Well, I'm getting the Kroger brand. It's all BS cheese that's inside of a canister.
It's all canned cheese.
It's all canned cheese. It can't be. And so I got that, and we ate it, but it did turn my poop bright orange.
Gross.
So there's a little bit of a difference between that brand and the regular brand. Why is my shit bright orange? So like that fucking squeezed cheese. Like I knew it right away. That Kroger brand cheese. So there is a little bit difference, but yeah, I probably won't buy that brand no more. I'll probably just go with the more expensive. Sometimes it's not worth it to get the deal.
Right.
But I wouldn't spend $140, and I got a full rib. I got burgers and sausages and cheese.
Well, I could have gotten all that stuff too if I spent double the money.
Yeah, but you could have got more. You just bought expensive stuff. You got the cheeses, then you got the expensive beer, and you got 3 boxes of crackers.
Yeah, 3 boxes of crackers.
Clubhouse crackers are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know it's not expensive right now. And we kind of been on a rampage. Shrimps. Shrimps have been super cheap lately.
Yeah, they have. We've been out of control with shrimp, but it's part of the diet. They say that shrimp is good for you to eat.
You're using the new map, and it gives you like a breakdown of.
And like fish is a good option. For if you can substitute all the red meats and stuff for fish,
right?
Like you doing pretty good.
But certain types of fish, right?
Right.
Not like all fish.
Not all fish, but like shrimp and
shrimps is good.
Shrimps is good.
Right.
So I'll do that, and then like the other part is, if you're gonna do a white fish or something, a healthier option, like don't drown it in butter. That's the issue because you want butter on that fish.
Right. Like lobster was on the thing, and then it said, "But don't use butter on your lobster." And you're like, you said, "What's the point?"
I'm not eating lobster with no butter. That's like getting crab. Oh, you can get crab legs, but don't have butter with it. No,
right?
That's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So it's fine. I don't have to eat lobster and crab legs here. It's not like it's the best stuff anyway. But
you ever think of getting the lobster out of the tank?
Huh?
At the grocery store, they got lobsters in the tank.
I never seen them.
You don't ever think about getting that?
No, I haven't seen them.
Oh, okay.
They definitely ain't at the ghetto Kroger, so I don't know where you see them, but I ain't seen no lobsters in the tank. But yeah, I mean, I could do that if that was the case.
Right.
But also, like when you live in an apartment, seafood smell your house up.
Yeah, but we have a dumpster now.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh.
That is true. We could just take the garbage to the dumpster.
We used to have just a can outside, and it would get all gross, and you'd be like, "We're only gonna have the seafood the day before trash day."
Right, because you don't want to sit in the house in the
yeah.
garbage. Yeah, I'll tell you this much: the raccoons that we have here, they eat good off our fucking garbage.
Yeah,
because I'm always throwing out leftovers. I'm probably the reason why they in the garbage can.
You're the main.
I'm single-handedly feeding all of them with our garbage.
Raccoons, yeah, like, man.
Like I just threw out yesterday when I cleaned out the refrigerator. I threw out pasta. I threw out all type of stuff in there. So yeah, definitely.
Right.
I threw out fish and vegetables.
Those raccoons, like, when are we gonna get that linguine again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't care if it's molded or sour. They eat anything. So
get it.
Yeah. So we recently had this whole conversation because Kirk wants me to put dishes in the sink a certain way.
Right. We mentioned I think that no dishes should be in the sinks, so that way you can wash the dishes, and then put them in the sink, rinse them in the sink. We got a double bowl sink.
But the problem with that is you leaving dirty dishes on the counter.
Yeah. And you can just wipe off the counter.
I don't like that dirty dishes on the counter.
Okay. So the way that our dishes is set up, you have one sink, two sink, clean dish rack, right? So if you have the dirty dishes here, you can wash them here, rinse them here, put them on the rack, right? But what you like to do is you like to put the dirty dishes in the sink that's closest to the clean.
I just put them anywhere. I don't think that much about it. It's
right.
just
That's
dirty dishes.
That's the problem, is that you don't think about it.
Yeah, because who cares that much? I feel like
because I have a process whenever I do the dishes. I wash them here, I rinse them here, I rack them. Wash, rinse, rack. But this way, you make me go wash whatever. I got to move all the stuff out of the sink to wash the thing. It's a hassle. So I said, hey, can we just start putting the dishes in this sink? And you're like, no. You said, no. I don't want to. Then I guess you thought about it for a little bit.
No, you got an attitude. You're just like, that's messed up. That's messed up that you don't want to put the dishes in this one sink.
Yeah, just the one sink. That's the compromise.
No, that's your definition of a compromise. I feel like I didn't compromise nothing. I feel like I got fucked in the deal.
Why?
So there was no compromise in my situation.
Because we can have one empty sink and then one with dishes in it. That's the compromise.
It's not compromising for me. That's what you want. That's not what I want.
No, what I want is no dishes in either one of the sinks.
Well, that's just not going to happen.
I know. So this is the compromise. See?
I don't like that. I feel like when only reason I told you, I said I'll put the dishes in that sink, but don't say nothing else about it. Don't speak about it. Don't explain yourself. I don't want to hear it because I don't agree with it at all.
Right.
And I feel like you have to understand that I'm not the same person as you, and I do things differently.
Right. And
so you have to be understandable that it's not your way every time.
Carmen.
Okay, Kirk, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, so am I.
What I'm saying is, if I put those dishes in that sink, no more coasters. don't bitch about the toilet paper being on a toilet roll. You can't have all of it.
But you don't do those things anyway.
I know.
So
I
can
can't
at
do
least
all
get.
of them. You want me to do all these things?
You don't do
Too
any
many
of them
rules.
anyway. So what's the difference? I'm not losing anything.
No, but
Right.
we throw these coasters in the garbage.
You can't throw them
Just get
away.
rid of them. It's funny. I feel like, I mean, I get it. I get what you're saying, but some stuff, it's just not that big of a deal.
It's not. It's not a big deal.
It's just dishes.
Right. It's just dishes. It's not a big deal at all. But it is a hassle. It does, you know,
It boils your blood.
It makes me go into an extra process
Yeah.
just to wash dishes. Something that nobody wants to do in the first place, but you have to do it. And then, like, now I have to take the stuff out and then put it here. But no, it's not a big deal.
I think you'd be wrong about that. I think that professional butler on Below Deck loves to do dishes.
No.
I think he enjoys it.
He doesn't. Nobody likes to do dishes.
That's not true. I think that's not true. The girl on Below Deck said she loves folding laundry. It's like an art. She goes into her mode.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people say things to their boss that they have to do that they love. And they don't actually.
Yeah, maybe that's true.
Right.
But she seemed like she loved it.
Right. I love doing laundry for a career.
Yeah.
Right. She probably doesn't fold her own clothes.
You don't think so?
Maybe.
That's the worst part, too. Laundry sucks.
Yeah.
It's the worst. Like, oh, my God. You got to fold all these clothes afterwards because if you don't, where are you going to put them?
Where you got to put them?
Like, when I was at my parents' house growing up, when we did laundry, we would just put all the dried laundry. We just throw it all, and we had piles and piles of laundry. We had so much laundry with that many people in the house.
Right.
And we would just take the clothes and then dump it on the pool table. The pool table had a cover on it.
Right.
So our whole pool table would just be filled with laundry. And then my mom would be like, y'all gotta fold these clothes.
Right.
It was like, damn, that's a lot of clothes to fold.
Yeah, we would fold. When I was growing up, we would put it like on like a chair, like an extra chair in like the living room or something. It would just sit there. And then finally somebody would be like, we gotta fold these clothes
Because it sucks.
Yeah. But if you just fold it like right then and there, like right as you do it, and get it out of the way.
Yeah, that's what we do. We just get it out the way because I don't want it just sitting there. I don't like clutter and stuff like that.
Right.
I'm always picking things up.
We don't have a lot of surfaces.
Right.
So we don't have a place to like really like put things. Like the clothes have to go away.
Yeah,
because we don't have that dead space to.
I mean, we could put it on the table in our room, just pile it up there, but that's kind of gross.
Yeah.
You just gotta do it right away and get it done with. Maybe we could hire somebody to just do our laundry.
Who?
Anybody. We could probably look up on the marketplace or somewhere. And find a
for
person.
a laundry person.
Yeah.
A delivery service.
No.
I know they had those. Like Pratt and Abbott in Portland, they would come to your house and pick up your laundry and then deliver it.
That's pretty cool. It probably costs a lot of money though. It's like either you got the money to pay for it, or you
got
just
the money to
lazy.
pay for the laundry, or you got the money to pay for crackers and cheese. Make your choice.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I guess I was going.
Which one are you gonna get?
Crackers and cheese. I can't imagine somebody folding my underwear and bras. Like that's kind of too intimate.
Right.
You know, so I don't like that.
Right.
That part of it. But whatever. I made the compromise with these fucking dishes, and I guess I'll put them in a sink. But it's not gonna always be perfect, and sometimes it's still gonna be above sinks.
Yeah.
So
that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And I am aware of that. I'm very much aware of that.
You think I'm difficult?
No, I think that you're making a big deal about something that's not even a
Oh my
big
God.
deal.
I don't know why. It's just these little things. I'm just like, I guess we just grew up different and we do things a little different. And there's nothing wrong with that.
All right.
So, changing subjects, you bought a new game.
Yeah. Farkle. It's a dice game. 6 dice you roll at the same time, and you try to match up the numbers. It's a game I used to play with a buddy of mine, and it was a fun game to play. And we played for the first time the other night. And you think I'm too competitive?
You are. You try to pretend like you're not. You're like, oh, look, you're getting points.
You almost won.
You're like, look. Oh,
I can't
look,
help it that you didn't win.
Kirk, every time you rolled the dice, if you won or lost, you'd be like, like you wanted to win so fucking bad. And I'm just like, I don't play games. I'm not competitive.
What's wrong with winning?
There's nothing
There's
wrong.
nothing wrong with that.
But I just play to have fun. I don't care if I win or lose. It's not gonna
Winning's fun.
Only game I care about if I win or lose is Rubik's Race. Because I must win every single time.
Yeah.
It's not a game that anybody can beat me at.
If I beat you in Rubik's Race and then I don't want to play another game,
oh my God, yeah. That's
say,
unacceptable.
No, we got to play one more.
Because Rubik's Race is my thing. That's my jam. That's one of the... We used to get pizza parties for the whole class playing that game. We used to always win the competitions. Me and Brandon, this kid Brandon I went to school with.
Right.
He was one of the smartest kids in school. And I guess I was probably one of the smartest kids in school too. But it was kids smarter than me, so I didn't feel that way.
Right.
But comparative to all the other kids, I was probably... Because I was into school heavy when I was younger.
Right.
Like, it was where I liked to be. We used to play that Rubik's Race, and then we used to always win pizza parties for our whole class. It's like, at that point, you can't have pizza because I don't like you, because we won the pizza for the class, and I don't want these kids to have any.
You're a bully.
No, we didn't. No, I was a nice kid in school.
Not if you're
I'm just joking. I'm just saying.
Not telling the kids that they want pizza.
I would never do that.
That's
just
the
joking.
worst.
I'm just joking. You can't eat pizza in front of other kids in school.
You can't eat pizza.
No.
I don't like you. You don't get the pizza.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it's something.
Dummy.
It's something about
you didn't win the Rubik's Race.
Kids and pizza is a weird thing. They want that pizza.
Right.
Like, I always tell this story about when I worked at, not worked, but we went to this day camp when we were kids. It was called Detroit Impact. And it was a really cool day camp. We got there at 7 a.m, so I'm sure my parents loved it. And back then, you didn't have to pay for it. It was completely free. The only thing he asked, because it was a nonprofit organization, so they got donations and different, like, government money for it. So it wasn't a thing you had to really pay for. But they would ask, like, every parent to donate some of their time and come there and, you come one day and help out with taking the kids to the park, or, like, you don't got to pay, but donate some time. And every week, like every Friday, we did Little Caesars pizza parties. And the kids there, like, they would order all these pizzas, and the kids, like, some kids would eat so much pizza. And I'm like, how is this child eating? Like, even at that age, I'm like, he just ate 12 slices of pizza. How? And it's like, it's nothing to do with you being full. It's just, I gotta get that pizza.
Gotta get the pizza.
And
well, working when we worked on Catalina, like, pizza day, we'd have to make just racks and racks and racks of pizza. Like 3 speed racks filled with pizza. And then, like, you would, like, the next day for lunch was maybe, like, burgers. And you would try to, like, match the same numbers.
Oh, you can't do that.
And then there would be, like, all these burgers, like, left over.
Yeah.
And, like, these kids like pizza more than they like burgers.
Of course.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
But still, and then, like, corn dogs, they go crazy for the corn dogs.
Oh, yeah.
You know how it is. Like,
yeah. Certain things kids go crazy about.
Like, a kid sees corn dogs, he's like, I'm going to eat 10 corn dogs. I'm going to eat all the corn dogs.
Yeah.
I'm going to put 4 on my plate.
It's just one
and
of those things.
And then you look at it as an adult, you're like, yeah, well, I mean, you could probably eat a lot of corn dogs.
Don't do me like that.
You like the corn dogs,
I
right?
do like, we do got a box of corn dogs in the freezer.
Yeah.
They're so good. A hot dog wrapped in cornbread, like, you can't get any better than that.
It's the worst. It's so gross.
It really is gross.
Yeah.
But, like, you can't get no better than a corn dog wrapped in corn. Like, a corn dog is amazing.
Yeah. I was in Dallas one time, and with my buddy Evan, and we were at this place called, like, the Lake Village Bar or something like that. There's it looked like a house on the outside of it, and they had, after 11, they had corn dogs, and these corn dogs were made at like the dog was made at like the oldest like meat packing facility in Dallas, and then they would at 11 they would start making corn dogs. They were best corn dog I ever had. So good. This dude, like we were like in a Uber and there's this guy sitting on the deck and we're like, is this place a bar? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. And then he's like, you guys gonna get some corn dogs? We're like, what? Like, this place has the best corn dogs. We're like, okay. So then we get the corn dogs and they were the best corn dogs. They really were.
I don't know. When we went to Universal, I feel like those corn dogs was they had the foot long corn dogs. When you see a corn dog that big, it's like, I gotta have that. I don't care what it's obnoxious. It's extremely obnoxious, but you gotta have it.
You gotta have a foot long corn dog.
Yeah, and when I saw those corn dogs, I said I must. I don't care if they probably was about $7-8.
Yeah,
but I had to get one.
yeah.
I mean, I think that's better than like walking around with a whole goddamn turkey leg.
Right.
Like, that's crazy.
Whew, I like
That
the
is
turkey
that
legs.
is so savage to
I
be
like
walking
the
around with
turkey
a
legs.
full turkey leg, eating
Yeah.
it, eating it like it's cotton candy or like an ice cream. People
Yeah.
just walking around.
And they got the little like tendons and stuff in there.
Yeah.
So you're constantly like picking out like the little like bony parts. They got like these like bones in there that are like jagged and, but it's good.
That's so gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I was at a place that had the turkey legs and I just kept buying them all day. Yeah, I could do a turkey leg. Yeah, I could do another turkey leg. They're super cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't just be sitting
And then
there
they
eating
hand you this like thing of flesh and you're just like, ah.
Yeah, it's so barbaric, like just eating turkey legs like that. But people like it.
Yeah.
Even at those type of places, like the nut stands are popular too.
Oh, I love the nuts.
Yeah, people are like, I gotta get those fancy nuts. They got
Yeah.
all these different seasonings on them. They're this kind, like,
I'm a pecan man.
yeah.
Yeah. I smell those nuts. When I smell the nuts, I'm just like, I gotta find it. I gotta find out where those nuts are.
Yeah, anytime we go to a place like that or fairs or anything like that, Kirk, like, gotta find where the nuts are.
Yeah, you gotta get the nuts.
Yeah.
Not so much anymore. They don't do. I feel like they're a little less prevalent than nuts.
Yeah.
But when I lived in
probably.
Louisville, at the mall, during the holiday seasons, there would be a nut man there. He'd be there for like a whole month. Go to the mall, get some nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, growing up, my parents my dad liked peanuts a lot. He would get the peanuts in the actual shells. And I'm like, why don't he get the peanuts that don't got the shells on it?
Because it's something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember whenever I would go in a room, they would always have like buckets of shells from peanuts or they did cashews. I think my mom liked the cashews more, but they like cashews and then like regular peanuts with the shells.
Right.
And then for Christmas every year, they would put walnuts in our stockings and stuff. And then like, I remember us being younger and they're like, let me show you how to crack the walnut. And you're like using a cracker, cracking the walnuts and stuff. So yeah, we grew up with, my dad liked nuts. So he always used to buy them for the house.
Right.
But it was more so, that was the adult snack. No nuts for children. Much too good
They're
for
expensive.
children. Yeah.
You wanna? You wanna go a thing of pistachios at the store?
Oh
$11
yeah, they like
bucks.
they like pistachios
$11
too.
bucks for a bag of pistachios,
They
Carmen.
never let us have no
I
pistachios.
can get 40 shrimp for $11.
I know.
Why would I get some pistachios?
Kirk, I got 60 shrimp for $11.99. I just bought a 60 pack of shrimp for $11.99.
Got too much shrimp over here. Oh man,
I mean, but it's two of us, so it's fine. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They're small shrimp, so you just.
they ain't that small. They're not small shrimp. They're like an average size shrimp.
Okay, maybe you're right. But yeah, that is crazy. $11.99 for a bag of pistachios. I forgot about pistachios. They expensive. They really expensive.
Yeah.
Like even when you when you were making a dessert for Thanksgiving, and you go to get the nuts, I'm like, damn, them nuts expensive.
The chopped walnuts.
Yeah, I was like, oh hell no, you gotta get the Kroger brand.
Yeah. Yeah, they're expensive.
Yeah, I remember I was trying to do a salad, like a Waldorf salad or something like that, and I was gonna go grab some walnuts and like, you know, probably make a strawberry vinaigrette with some walnuts, sliced apples, and that type of stuff. But I would have had the candy the walnuts, or pecans, and I'm looking for, and I'm like, so I'm not doing this salad today.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. It's just some things I refuse to buy if I know that this is outrageous for the price.
Right.
Like, I'm just not. I can do without it.
But I mean, if that's what they have and that's how much it costs, then that's what it is, right?
Yeah, but
You
I just know
go
that
without it.
Yeah, I just didn't make the salad because I feel like I'm not about to pay $13 for this thing of walnuts, and then I'm gonna use a little bit of it, and then it's just gonna sit in the cabinet. It's like, well, maybe I don't need it that much.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I am with certain things. Certain things is so overpriced that I'm like, I know that was just $2 and now it's $16. I can't bring myself mentally to buy that when I know that it's ridiculous.
Right.
I mean, eggs is one thing that I will buy just because like you need eggs.
Right.
But eggs are so overpriced right now.
Yeah, they're super expensive. And then I went to the store yesterday, and it's not a holiday. There's nothing going on. Mm-hmm. And the man he goes to the stock boy. He says, "Hey, you guys got eggs in the back or what?" And he said, "No, we don't have any eggs. They got no eggs."
And that's crazy because
Right.
the last couple times I went to the store, I should have gotten eggs, but I didn't, and it's probably because they didn't jump out at me.
Right.
But didn't you say it ain't
I
no
don't think
eggs?
it would be. That's a chicken, right?
Yeah.
The eggs aren't gonna jump at you.
You get what I'm saying? Like they're not put there like
Right.
like normally they have them stacked up right here, but
That-
I didn't notice. It wasn't noticeable.
The way that grocery store does the eggs is weird because it's behind. Your eyes go this way, and then you have to turn around to see the eggs.
Right.
Right.
So it doesn't jump. So and that's
Right.
the reason why I haven't got it the last couple times I went. But didn't you say there ain't no eggs? And I'm like, is there a shortage of eggs?
I don't know.
Because I know during the pandemic, when the pandemic happened, Latrice was, and when the pandemic happened, I've said this before on the podcast, I was so late to the party. I was so stupid. Maybe because I don't follow the news and stuff like that, so I didn't understand what was going on.
Yeah.
And then like I went to 7-Eleven and then no tissue, and I'm like, okay, whatever, they got a tissue. And then the next day I went, still don't got no tissue. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So then I'm like, and then I talked to Latrice and she's like, you better go get all the tissue.
Right.
You better go stock up on that tissue right now. I'm trying to tell you. And I just thought she was like crazy. I'm like, girl, you crazy. Like, it ain't about to be no tissue out. And then I went to go get tissue and it was out in every single store and people were stockpiling it so bad.
Yeah.
Even the napkins were gone and the paper towels.
Everything.
And I was like, oh my God, why am I so late to the party? Why didn't realize what was happening? So that was frustrating.
Yeah.
So we had
It was.
Yeah, it was frustrating.
That was the time whenever I was working like 2 jobs. So I would like wake up, I'd go to work, and then I'd go to my next job, and then I'd come home. And I told you, I said, you got to get those supplies.
Yeah.
And then you're like, what? And then like you didn't. And then like you were like laid off like the next day. Like everything happened so quickly.
It did. I didn't even know. I couldn't even like process it through my brain. And it was just happening. And then I'm like, all right, that sucks. So now
you're just sitting at home with no toilet paper.
Exactly. I mean, we had to figure out how to make it work.
Yeah.
And we did, obviously, but
Right.
we not
Thanks,
about to,
Joe.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. But we not about to be using like towels. Like what? We're not doing that.
Right.
So we got to do something. I don't care if you got to go to the drive-thru and be like, let me get your extra napkins.
Right.
Something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess my extra napkins. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in there.
Yeah. So that was interesting. Interesting times. So now when you say they ain't had no eggs, I'm on high alert.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? The eggs out.
Yeah. Are the eggs out right now?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Well,
Gonna have steak and shrimp instead of steak and eggs for breakfast.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did get that steak, so you're gonna have to eat that soon. See, that's another thing Kirk didn't say in the beginning is that he be getting steaks and stuff like that. That's why he pays so much for groceries.
Well, that wasn't included with the.
Not with the cheese, but
Right.
like when he goes shopping, he get the top notch stuff. He get the nice things. That's why it costs so much.
Right.
So I guess it's a good balance between us. Like you get certain things, I get certain things.
Right.
I try to get a hot sauce or a spice or not hot sauce necessarily, but some type of
Seasoning.
seasoning or a condiment every time I go.
I do too.
Yeah. I got the Old
Just
Bay.
like one thing.
Yeah.
You got the Old Bay hot sauce.
I thought that would be a good
No.
thing. Old Bay hot
No.
sauce. You don't like that?
No.
Why not?
No. Old Bay hot sauce? No.
No?
No.
Old Bay is so popular though.
It's a seasoning.
Right.
Old Bay hot sauce.
I'm sorry. Maybe I missed the mark on that. I try to get new things for
Old
you
Bay
to
hot
try.
sauce. I do crab. I don't have crab. Old Bay hot sauce.
No, I just feel like sometimes I try to get new things for you. I'll just go and just pick something out, and maybe I missed a mark with the Old Bay.
Yeah.
Old Bay hot
Let's
sauce.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's just not anything I would ever use.
You know, one thing that we will never have in this house that I'd never buy.
What?
What you might, we might have some, but if we do, you bought it.
What?
Tabasco.
I like Tabasco.
It's a sin.
Tabasco is good on certain things. Like pizza, it's good on.
Tabasco sauce.
Yeah. The vinegary taste is good on like pizza.
Oh my God, that Waffle House experience. You put that Tabasco on your food. I was sitting at the table about to throw up. I was like, this food tastes like.
Yeah, you were acting like a real,
I'm sorry, but I didn't know Waffle House was
jerk
like
at
that.
the Waffle House.
I didn't understand what was going on.
What do you expect? It's just like a little greasy
I didn't
spoon
know
thing.
what to expect. I thought it was a higher quality of a place.
No, it's the Pits Waffle House.
I see that. Now I see why all the fights happen at the Waffle House.
Yeah.
Because I'll fight you too if you give me that food.
No, fights happen at Waffle House because they're open 24 hours. So
Yeah.
you go out clubbing or to the bar or
Mm-hmm.
something, and then you go to Waffle House to finish out the night. And you might want to fight.
So there was a bunch of signs that Waffle House wasn't going to be the best place because I saw a video online.
I don't know why you would ever think that Waffle House would be the greatest place.
I didn't think it was the greatest. I just thought it was a breakfast spot.
It
like
is.
a little diner.
It is. That's exactly what it is.
Kirk, their menu is so tiny.
Yeah, their menu didn't used to be that small.
They had 4 items on the menu.
Right.
And then
but whenever it was 20, was it still 2020 when we went? 2021?
no, we went before we moved here. We
Yeah.
came to check the place out, and that's when we went. So
What
this
year
was
was that?
this was
22?
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
2022?
Yeah, 2022.
Yeah.
Right. So what's the problem?
It's still things were still weird.
I guess, but that was like 8 months ago. And their menu was
We've
like
been
that.
here 6.
Right. So that was maybe 9 months ago.
Okay.
And the menu was like 4 items on it. And you only could order a couple of things on there. And then I'm like, this is the whole menu? And you're
Yeah.
like, yeah. And I'm like, oh. And then, so you don't have much option. So then you order the food. It didn't look, oh my God. It was just, I didn't like anything about that. We're never, ever, ever going back to a Waffle House. If you want to go, you got to go with your friends. Because I refuse to go to Waffle House.
Okay. No more Waffle House. That's the thing I can live by.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't need Waffle House ever.
No.
I'm not losing anything there.
That and then Bob Evans is out too.
Well, yeah. It shouldn't have been in.
I know. I don't know why. I'm
It's
like
really
Bob.
popular here. Bob
Yeah.
Evans is everywhere here.
Yeah.
There's a Bob Evans at like every corner.
I don't get it.
Anytime there's like a shopping center or something, there's Bob Evans in there.
But it's never packed. None of them are.
All right.
It's always a seat. It don't matter what.
Bob
day it
Evans, we always got a seat for you.
is. Yeah.
Your slogan.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Well, thank you guys for listening to another episode of the Sweet Gravy Podcast. If you have any questions or suggestions, please go to sweetgravypod@gmail.com. You can also check us out on YouTube and every other streaming platform.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye-bye.